What if the brain fog, the bloating, the joint pain, and the fatigue you've been blaming on getting older have nothing to do with age at all? What if your gut, right now, today, is silently releasing toxins into your bloodstream that are damaging your brain, inflaming your joints, and quietly accelerating every disease doctors have been warning you about? Most people over 50 never find out until the damage is already done. But here's what's shocking. Your body has been sending you warning signals for years. The problem? Almost nobody knows what they look like. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what those signs are, what's actually happening inside your gut, and the simple steps that can begin reversing this damage starting today. Hidden problem. Here's what most people get completely wrong about gut health. They think it's just about digestion, gas, bloating, maybe an upset stomach. But scientists now call your gut the second brain, and they mean that literally. Your gut contains over 500 million nerve cells. It produces 95% of your body's serotonin. That's the chemical that controls your mood, your sleep, your focus. And here's the part that should really get your attention. Your gut lining is only one cell thick. One single cell between you and toxic contamination. When that lining breaks down, and after 50, it almost always starts to, bacteria, undigested food particles, and toxins begin leaking directly into your bloodstream. Doctors call it increased intestinal permeability. Most people call it leaky gut. And the medical community is now linking it to conditions you'd never expect. Conditions like Alzheimer's, heart disease, autoimmune disorders, type 2 diabetes, even depression. And the terrifying part? The warning signs start years, sometimes decades before diagnosis. Symptom 1. Chronic bloating and digestive distress. Warning sign number 1. And I want you to be honest with yourself here. Do you finish a meal, even a light one, and feel like you swallowed a balloon? Does your stomach swell, tighten, or feel uncomfortable within an hour of eating? Do you have unpredictable gas, constipation, or loose stools that seem to have no clear cause? Most people over 50 write this off as, "I just can't eat the same things I used to." But that's not the full story. What's actually happening is this. As we age, our gut produces fewer digestive enzymes and less stomach acid. That sounds harmless. But here's the domino effect nobody talks about. When food doesn't break down properly, it ferments in your colon. That fermentation feeds the wrong kind of bacteria, the kind that produce toxins, trigger inflammation, and slowly eat away at your gut lining. And here's a number that stunned researchers. A 2023 study found that adults over 50 with chronic bloating had gut bacteria profiles nearly identical to people diagnosed with early-stage inflammatory bowel disease. Many of them felt mostly fine. Mostly fine is not fine, and there's a second warning sign that connects directly to this, one that's happening completely silently. Symptom 2, brain fog and memory slips. Warning sign number 2. And this one hits close to home for millions of Americans over 50. You walk into a room and forget why. You can't find the word you want mid-sentence. You feel mentally foggy by mid-afternoon, even if you slept. You're struggling to focus in ways you never did before. Now, most people assume this is just aging, maybe early memory loss. But here's what the science actually shows. And it's going to change how you think about your brain forever. Your gut and your brain are in constant, real-time communication through what's called the gut-brain axis. It's a direct neural and chemical highway. And when your gut is in distress, when toxins are leaking into your bloodstream, those inflammatory compounds cross what's called the blood-brain barrier. Once they cross that barrier, they trigger neuroinflammation. That means inflammation inside your brain tissue. And neuroinflammation is now considered one of the primary drivers of cognitive decline, depression, and even early Alzheimer's disease. A landmark study from the University of California found that patients with leaky gut had measurably higher levels of LPS, that's lipopolysaccharide, a bacterial toxin in their bloodstream. And those same patients showed significantly worse scores on memory and cognitive function tests. Your foggy brain may not be a brain problem at all. It may be a gut problem. And warning sign number 3, this one almost nobody catches, is hiding somewhere you'd never expect to look. Symptom 3, joint pain, skin issues, and unexplained fatigue. Warning sign number 3. And this is the one that surprises my audience every single time. Unexplained joint pain. Skin rashes or eczema that keeps coming back. extreme fatigue that doesn't improve no matter how much you sleep, frequent infections, mood swings, anxiety that seems to come out of nowhere. These don't sound like gut problems, do they? But here's the medical reality. When toxins escape your gut and enter your bloodstream, your immune system goes on full alert. It releases inflammatory chemicals called cytokines, and those cytokines travel everywhere: your joints, your skin, your adrenal glands, your mood centers. This is why researchers now call the gut the command center of the immune system. Roughly 70% of your immune cells live in and around your gut lining. When that lining is compromised, your immune system doesn't just react locally, it declares system-wide war. And the fatigue, that bone-deep tiredness that coffee can't touch? That's your mitochondria, the energy factories inside your cells, being poisoned by the same bacterial toxins leaking from your gut. It's called mitochondrial dysfunction, and it's far more common after 50 than most doctors acknowledge. Now, here's what I want you to understand. This isn't meant to frighten you, because everything I just described, it's reversible. Your gut has an extraordinary capacity to heal, but you have to know what to do. And that's exactly what we're going to cover right now. Practical action steps. So how do you actually detox your gut? And I don't mean the gimmicky juice cleanses or the overpriced supplements you see advertised everywhere. I mean real, science-backed gut restoration. Step 1. Remove the gut destroyers. Before you can heal, you have to stop the damage. The 3 biggest gut disruptors after 50 are ultra-processed foods, which contain emulsifiers that literally dissolve your gut lining. Artificial sweeteners, which research shows selectively kill the beneficial bacteria you need most. And chronic NSAID use, that's ibuprofen and naproxen, which strips the protective mucus layer from your gut wall. Step 2. Feed your gut bacteria the right fuel. Your gut bacteria don't just eat your food, they eat what your food feeds them. And the single most powerful fuel for a healthy gut microbiome is fiber, specifically prebiotic fiber. Foods like garlic, onions, leeks, asparagus, and green bananas contain special fibers that feed the exact strains of bacteria linked to lower inflammation, better mood, and reduced cancer risk. Step 3. Rebuild the gut lining. The gut wall needs specific building blocks to repair itself. Bone broth contains glycine and glutamine, 2 amino acids that literally patch the gaps in a leaky gut lining. Studies show measurable improvement in intestinal permeability in as little as 4 weeks of daily consumption. L-glutamine supplements have shown similar results in clinical trials. Step 4. Reintroduce the right bacteria. Not all probiotics are created equal, and most people are buying the wrong ones. After 50, the most critical strains are Lactobacillus rhamnosus, Bifidobacterium longum, and Akkermansia mucinifila. This last one specifically rebuilds the gut's protective mucus layer. Look for multi-strain probiotics with at least 50 billion C-Fus and proven survivability through stomach acid. Step 5. Use nature's most powerful gut healers. Ginger is clinically proven to accelerate gastric emptying and reduce gut inflammation. Turmeric with black pepper reduces intestinal permeability markers in as little as 6 weeks. And fermented foods, kefir, kimchi, real sauerkraut, introduce living bacteria that colonize your gut in ways capsule probiotics simply cannot match. And here's a bonus that most gut health videos never mention: sleep. A University of Colorado study found that just 2 nights of disrupted sleep measurably altered gut bacteria composition, reducing beneficial species and increasing inflammatory strains. Protecting your sleep isn't just good for your brain, it is gut medicine. Here's what I want you to take away from this video. The brain fog, the joint pain, the exhaustion, the bloating. These are not the price of getting older. They are signals. Your body trying to get your attention. And your gut, that extraordinary complex ecosystem inside you, has the ability to heal faster than almost any other system in your body. If you give it what it needs, you are not stuck with how you feel today. Inflammation is not permanent. Cognitive decline is not inevitable. Energy can come back. Clarity can come back. But it starts with understanding what's actually happening inside your body. And today, you took that step. If this video gave you something to think about, if it made you look at your symptoms differently, please hit that like button right now. And if you know someone over 50 who's been struggling with brain fog, exhaustion, or chronic pain, share this with them. This information could genuinely change the path they're on. Subscribe if you haven't already, because every week we go deep on exactly this kind of health intelligence that your doctor may not have time to explain. And leave a comment below which warning signs surprised you the most. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of that gut, because it's taking care of everything else. This content is for informational purposes only and is not medical advice. Consult a qualified healthcare professional for any health concerns.